Well, here we are at day number 28 of our 28 days of the test drive campaign. And if your life has been anything like mine for this last month, it's been amazing. We started off at day number 1 with God doing an upgrade in us, and now we're coming to the finish line, at the very end of what God has done in our lives for these 28 days. And it ends with a brightness that is just right for crossing the finish line and seeing that checkered flag waving. And that is this: your future is bright. In fact, I'll say it this way: your future is so bright, you're going to need some sunglasses just to deal with the end of your year, because now that you've made this newfound commitment to God, trying God like you've never tried Him before, you can expect that He's going to turn around and do what He does. That is, He's going to reward you openly for what you've done in private. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah chapter 29, one of my favorite verses, verse number 11 says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." And then the New Living Translation says it this way: "For I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." That is comforting and rewarding to know that God already has a future laid out for you. He's not making this thing up as He goes along. He's got a great, tremendous future laid out for you. And all He's ever been looking for is our cooperation. And now that we've made this decision to step up our cooperation, step up our commitment to move stuff off from under the hood that might have been hindering God, and then surrender all, the future He has is now able to be unveiled right before our eyes. And just like it was with the children of Israel, God says, I'm taking you to a land, not a land of misery, not a land of want and lack. God was taking them to a land where they could eat fruit, they could eat bread in plenty. He was taking them to a land of green pastures, and He's taking you to that very same place. So you ought to get excited right about now. I mean, these last 27 days leading up to this last day have been intense. You've had to press in deeper than you've ever pressed in before, but now you're at the payday. In fact, when you get to the end of the race and you cross the finish line in a natural race, you go into what they call the winner's circle. And you can spin out and do your donuts in your car, get out and celebrate, kiss the bricks if you need to, all with an understanding that you've accomplished something that many people didn't think you can accomplish. I'm proud of you. I know Pastor Andre's proud of you, Pastor Bluen, Pastor April, Minister Tiffany, all of us are proud of you, because we know what it takes to stick it out like you have, and we're excited to see this bright future that God has in store for you. So kick back. Let these new habits and disciplines you put in place become a part of your life forever, because you are headed into a bright future. God bless.